Hello everyone, I'm Angel Wu. Welcome to Taiwan is my home. There are a big population in Taiwan who drink coffee. Besides drinking the atmosphere and feeling, more and more people use time to study about coffee. So in the international coffee blending competition, copying floral formula coffee, there are already many times as Taiwanese who took the prize. So our first guest today is one who ran around for Ali Mountain Coffee. He is simple at first, just a backpacker who come visit Taiwan for Ali Mountain. Sipping one sip of Ali coffee bean, coffee blended, he then is touched. So he stayed in Taiwan then, starting from basics like what type, how to cultivate, how to bake, to know beans here, and relying on his experience of cupping master and coffee shop master. Less amount, high price, so most people who are not familiar about Ali Mountain coffee introduced to more people. And this short one is Secadara. Yes, this space is shorter. That Arabica is longer. Oh, different, yes. The leaves are different. Learning how to analyze mature red beans to Ito is a start point of dream. He wants to sell Ali Mountain coffee to the whole world. Like this, how much is one amount? One bunch. If this is bean, it'll be 5 kg. 5 kg. Oh, 5 kg bunch. So the B district here, how many kilo is all? About 1,000. Ito came to Taiwan 6 years ago, just a Japanese backpacker who understands coffee. Coming to the coffee garden for the first time, sipping the first sip of Ali Mountain coffee, Ito think it's great, deep impression. Good air and good bottled palm, don't feel like Japan. So first time I came, really touched. And having a cup of coffee, very touched. Never had taste like this? Yes, very like light roast. First time to have light roast coffee bean, would feel the sourness is higher, much more like lemon tea. All first time to have light roasted coffee, so it's really touching. Coming back to Ali Mountain, can't forget coffee here. The coffee here is light roasted, having a lemon tea aroma. Really different to the heavy roasted coffee that tastes deep and bitter that he's used to. Ito fell in love with this special taste. Fertilizer and this color, so hard to learn. But this brand, they teach me a lot. Teaching me every time I know back to cut pay, then I want to roast myself too. Additional to the study of coffee, he is professional copper approved by Specialty Coffee Association of Japan. Will analyze coffee place being cane coffee master, treasure in Ito's eyes, not having a good sale point in the source place. He thought of a way, bringing back to Japan. Maybe Japanese would love this taste. Not drink, don't sell, can't sell. Why? Because customer told me, you don't understand what I can sell about taste. So the way I plant, roast, I know it all, and I recommend my own beans. That's important. Should understand first and sell. This is Ito's insist. Travel to find beans, start then. Like this year, maybe have to wait slower, lower temperature. Especially this year is Moon September. It's much slower. Is it bigger the better? No, the purple red ones are best, and fertilizer. I'm curious about the fertilizer here. We use the organic fertilizer here. Ito stayed in Taiwan then, liking Taiwan like Dad. When Dad retired, he opened a coffee shop in Taiwan. Ito cooked coffee for his dad and fine beans, using the wage for Ali Mountain coffee beans, going on for a dream. Pity that roasted coffee beans are said expensive by Dad. Ito visited coffee shop everywhere. Not surprised, all rejected. Ali coffee beans, it's 3 times than foreign beans. Foreigners who knows coffee well want to speak for Ali coffee. Never thought it'll be so hard. Ito can't endure it. Ali coffee is really good. He don't want to give up too. Discuss with Marco, establish brand. Perhaps it's a new way. There is some powder. Now it's 20 gram. Marco had Ito's roasted Ali Mountain coffee. The smoothness and the sweetness in the mouth and the elegant touch of lemon tea aroma is totally different with the black coffee he had. Understand more what Ito's insist. A Japanese, a foreigner, is willing to promote our agriculture, so why we Taiwanese, shouldn't we cherish our own products, think a way to promote? His thinking sometimes is not in the rule. He's more out of tone. I think it's interesting to cooperate with this kind of person. Sometimes we can think of some very special ways to sell this thing. A year ago, Ito's brand is born. Ito had his own way to sell things out. Waiting at Songshan Airport for Japanese travelers. Then he'd had chance to introduce Ali Mountain Coffee in person.
すいません。ちょっとお時間あります？これちょっとご説明してもいいですか？没关系。谢谢。
Gets stuck sometimes because Japan is a country that cared manners. Even Japanese thinks he's weird. At first, when I start this brand, I don't have work. I'm very vacant. So, what do I do in the morning? I sell in the afternoon, but I don't do anything in the morning. So I think introduce customer here. But there is 1 in 10 who will like me. They like me. So 1 in 10 person must buy my beans. Expanding bigger and bigger. This is roasted yesterday. A bit of lemon tea aroma and some flavor of Taiwanese tea leaves. The taste that touched him 6 years ago, repeating, speaking to everyone who is willing to try drinking, using his not very fluent Chinese. Just add hot water would be fine. This one 5 small packs, $350. Fearing customers will flee upon hearing the price, grinding coffee beans into powder, making it into instant coffee to make the price not too unfriendly. Ito rented a short-time shop in the department store, seizing chance to talk coffee with customers showing profession. Because roasting, when the time is shorter, it would be more sour. From only can speak some words to express long sentences, Ito practices Chinese at home. Now can chat with customers, wishing they can stay longer, making buying chances bigger. By selling beans through the internet, Ito makes more people become like him, fall in love with Ali Mountain Coffee. I and wife, son, dad, mom all love Taiwan. So, making business in Taiwan, we're happy. And I like coffee bean myself very much. So we are happy every day. Don't you feel hard? Yes, there are hard parts, of course, but still many. But happier times are more. So it's okay. A Japanese who sells Ali Mountain Coffee at Taiwan, it's hard to describe Ito. Complicated, this is a symbol. He speaks for Taiwan coffee. There is more and more Japanese buys coffee beans from Ito through internet. Ali Mountain Coffee Bean really opened up reputation in Japan. Even coffee shops in Osaka came to cooperate in Ito in person. A trip made Ito met Ali Mountain Coffee that made him stunned, taking up courage with little money, pursuing dream in Taiwan. He said Taiwanese passion is the family's biggest wealth. Seeing one for dream, sunburn, mosquito bite, selling everywhere, not fearing to be rejected is actually quite touching. Our next newcomer comes from Japan too. He showed too using all his soul for the best. We'll be back soon. Welcome back to Taiwan is my home. Udon to most of the people is not that strange, but Taiwanese-style udon in the past should be the round and soft noodles until more and more people visit Japan. Then they know Japanese really care about the chewiness and slurpy texture. And our next Japanese husband, starting from flour, how to use water and salt, taking detail to account, giving the most local Japanese udon for the customers. District in Taipei Top Food Arena, there's a small Japanese-style shop that hanged lamp in the alley. Behind the transparent glasses, Pian from Japan is rolling noodles with all his heart. Pian sells Sanuki udon. He hoped when customers eat, can feel like coming to Japan. So required steps of making should be accurate. Like when making noodles, ratio of flour, salt, and water, there are strict rules. It's 12.5 in it. So what's this action? Because the salt proportion of salt water is important. It influences much the flour, so should check every day. Salt is higher in summer because noodles are easier to become soft, make the salt ratio higher. Flying flour through the exquisite adjustment of salt and water Dove made will have different expression. For reaching 100%, the chewy texture udon should have, Pian at all costs importing all flour from Japan. Like the flour I use, most of it comes from Australia, but the color and texture is different. So I insist to use Japanese flour. The price should be really different. No, it's the same. 3 times higher than Taiwan's. Pian, 45 years old, worked in food industry for more than 20 years. Master chef in chain udon shop, then he decided to go to Taiwan 8 years ago, open a udon shop of himself. For Sanuki udon he studied well. The characteristics of udon is soft outside, hard inside. The soft part and the hard part, the difference in texture is the chewiness. And the hardness here, I think Taiwanese noodles are all soft here. Doesn't have the chewy texture. So besides taking salt, water, and flour to account, mixing, pressing, flat repeatedly, at last the fried powder should be hand-cut. Then slices of full lines is out. This is the perfect noodle in Pian's heart. Wheat powder mixed with salt water, there would be chewy gluten, called gluten. If gluten is done, this feeling, if it's shake hands, this way is right. If gluten is not done, the chewiness are not done. It will tear off when you pull it. If gluten is done, that's chewiness, delicious. This noodle would be pulled this long. There's gluten in the noodle already. This we do. This is the best noodles, yes. Coming to the kitchen in the steam, Pian used his heart to make every noodle, now lying smoothly in the hot water to make the most delicious texture of the noodle. Pian don't just use eyes, but touching at times, keep trying to eat. Is this okay then? Yes? Okay. So how do you feel having this? Yes. How does it feel like? Chewy. Pian looks gentle. Only in making noodle process you can discuss with him. No compromise. Ingredients of the soup: dried fishes, fillet flakes, and konbu. It's all imported from Japan. Then there's the soy sauce used in udon soups. This all is imported from Japan. So in Taiwan can make local Japanese soup of Sanuki udon. Why even the bowl is imported? Bowl is for the feeling. There's many udon shops in Shikoku would use the tobeyaki. If I do this, customers would feel as if having it there. I wish it like this. Bowls from far across the sea is made for the soup noodles. For the effect to keep warm, the bottom is very heavy. Pian's wife Yang had a tiny figure. Taking bowls, going through customers and kitchen. Tough, but she never complained. Yang was English teacher in secondary school then. Through friends' introduction, she knew Pian. First time she found noodles can be delicious too. I don't really like to eat noodles myself, but when I had the noodle that he made for me, then I know noodles can be this delicious. Through the touch of the taste, Yang found her life partner, and Pian, who liked to make future plans, used the life planner to make Yang's father touched. When my dad see the life plan, he's stunned. Then he went to toilet then my dad said, "Is this made for me?" I said, "No, that's his own planner, so he bring it to show you." Then he made something like this. Then that time is like what taking to my dad is like, that is Yang's dad, the life goal that I want. Then my dad agreed. So the two got married and had children. Then Pian insisted to import ingredients from Japan he drew out from the udon shop he had partnership in. 1 year ago, the two put in all their savings to manage this small shop alone to support Pian's dream. Yang went in the food industry she never touched, starting from zero. And the cost to fulfill the dream is not small. We'll really pour our all possessions to open this shop. We didn't rely on anyone. So the support from family, we really thank. Actually, who we thank most is the working partners around us because I think they really, really support us. What we requested, they said nothing, and really according to what we wish, things and quality to help us manage this shop. Besides traditional udon, Pien uses Italian ingredient making Western udon and the cold beef egg noodles full of mom's taste. Keep eating that kind of thing. Coming to Taiwan, can't find anything like that. I think that is very delicious. So when I make that, sharing with customers in Taiwan, though it's not a special dish, but to me, it's my homeland taste. Hard to forget homeland taste. Before knowing Yang, to Pien, Taipei is a foreign land without any friend or family. This Japanese bar is where he poured out stress for the 5 years. In Taipei, he had alone. Not much chances to go back to Japan once a half year. I can't see my parents often. But coming here, the boss here is about the same age as my sister. It will remind me of my family. It's happy. When homesick, I take out the guitar I learned at secondary school. Coming to Taiwan, Pien made a band of Japanese friends. In recess time of the noodle shop, can play guitar here. Music healed their homesickness and working stress. Sometimes, when quarrel with wife, when emotions are not good, we'll chat with friends here. Then I'd be better. When I get home, I'd forget things happened before. Showing smiles to wife, seeing the kids, I feel nothing then. Perhaps recalled to thank wife's support for this bowl, 100% Japanese udon, the accuracy Pien acquired, Yang cooperated all. I don't wish the person beside me today for his dream or his own aim, thinking, oh, this way is okay, just be anything. So we don't let our staff here, when replying to us, say, is this okay? Yeah, I think so. There is no I think so. Yes is yes. Cannot is cannot. This is something we should be responsible to our customer. So his requires so high, to me I think is something I really can accept. Some come for work, some come for marriage. Stepping on the land of Taiwan, everyone on stage is working hard to pursue their own dream, just like Pien Li insisted he believes a bowl of noodle can touch one. Did the life planner of that udon master just now made you feel astonished too? Of course, there are many unexpected changes that we can't handle, but using all effort, this kind of life should be great too. Thank you for watching. See you next time.